Hello my dear student, welcome to Nagesh Karasge Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel, going to teach you 5th standard mathematics. Already we had started with a chapter decimals and its application. In the previous class we had seen additions of a decimal. What are the rules to be followed to do the addition of a decimal? We had seen one example. Today we will see some more example related to additions of a decimal. So your concept will get clear. So we will go one by one examples and we will try to solve how we can solve the additions of an decimal. Here we had solved already first example. We will go for the second example. We will do the direct because it is add, no need to write in a tabular form or a place value chart. So we will just do the additions of this. Here we are having a number as 22.43. 28.990 plus 31.2. What it means? We have to add this all, but here we are after the decimal point there are some place values or some number of digits are different. Already we know the rule of addition. We have to follow the step by step and we will try to solve this addition of the given example. So it is, first we will write it is 22.43, then add, we will do the plus sign, then it is 28.990 because we have to write the decimal point one below the other or in a aligned form. So we will go for next is 31.2. If we don't have any digits, already we had learned the rules, we can put a 0, so it will be more easy to add. So we will 0 plus 0 is 0, 9 plus 3 is 12, 1 carry. Why? We had taken one simple example and one carry forward, so it will be understandable by you and we can have different concepts which will be, if you are not understood, it will get clear. Here the normal, already I had told, normal addition what we do with a whole number, same we have to follow that rules and we have to do with a decimal numbers. So here 9 plus 1 is 10, you can do at your own. You can say here 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 9 is 14, 14 plus 2 is 16, or in other way 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, 14 plus 2 is 16. All the addition, the sum will remain the same. If you interchange the number for addition, it is 16. So I will write 1, 6, 16, 1 will be a carry forward. Here 8 plus 2 is 10, 11 and this is 12. We will write 1 carry here. So here is 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7 and 1 carry is 8. It is 82.620. In this way we have to try to find out the addition. I will just show in a writing, then you can try by adding your own. Just if your concepts are not clear, we will see one example, so it will be more easy to write the additions of a given decimal numbers. Third one example, it is given as 11.43 plus 66.321. Here you can do the addition. Already you know, if you don't have any digit, you can put it 0 and you can make it into like fractions and you can do the division of this. One more example we will see here is given as 55.123 plus 77 0.098. I will write 098. What we have to take care that after the decimal, whatever the numbers are there, it should be written as in a line form. Now if you add also, your decimal should come here exactly here, and you have to normally add the number, and we have to find out the solution for the addition, or we can say answer of addition of a given digit decimal numbers. So in this way we had learned about the addition. We will see now subtraction. We will see one example without carry forward, because you know we have to do as what we do in the normal addition and subtraction. Same we have to do. We will see one example here which is already explained to you. Subtract the 287.63 and 46.21. This is a value chart table of a decimal. So here decimal point we have written this, you know, ones, tens and 100, because we have seen many examples. This is your 10th, 100th, and if we are having 1000. We have only 2 digits, so it is a 10th and this is 100th place. So we are writing these numbers one below the other, which are the place where it is in the 10th place, we write as in the number in the 10th place. In this way we had written, arrange the number as a 287.63. 287.63, that is decimal point, minus 46 point, the point number decimal should be one below the other, 21. So 46.21. Now what we have done, the question is subtract. So we have to do the subtraction. So we will start from here. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. What we are doing? We are doing a normal subtraction. Then we are having a decimal point, write the decimal point. Then 7 minus 6 is 1, 8 minus 4 is 4, and 2 as it is. Thus on subtracting 287.63 and 46.21, we get is 241.42. So in this way, normal subtractions what we are doing, same we have to do, just we have to take the care of a decimal point and we have to write the places one below the other. If it is ones, you have to write under the ones. If it is a 10th, you have to write under the 10th. Hope so. This is very similar to that of addition. So you have understood this, and it was without carry over. If it is a carry over, then also you can take the carry forward and you have to find out the answer. We will see some examples related to this subtractions of our decimal numbers. Why I had written one example here in such a way that many students do the confusion. Subtract 38.136 from 66.32. What the confusion or what mistakes every time is repeated? What they write, the number, whatever the number is given, just to they write this number and they subtract in this way. Is this possible? No, it is not possible, because the word is from 66.3 means you have to remove the numbers from 66. So what the mistakes your students do, just to I had showed you, we have to take away 38.136 from 66. If simple example I will give, if you are having a 66 chocolates and I am saying that I want 38 chocolates, can you give me? Yes, you will say, yes ma'am, I will give you 38 chocolate. But the vice versa, if you are having 38 chocolates with you and I am demanding you that I want 66 chocolates to distribute to my student, will you give me after from the 38 chocolates? What you will do? You will find some more chocolates from your friends, or you will ask to your parents that I want some more chocolates because my teacher is asking 66. So I want to say that you can't remove the larger number from the lower number. So we have to remove, or from 66 we have to remove 38. So this number should be written as first. So we will write here is 66.32 minus 38.136. Nothing is there, already we know the rules, we have to write the 0. Now it is subtraction, we have to subtract. Here we will take as 10, it will be 1 here. So again we will go for 10 plus, here it will be 2. So here 10 minus 6 is 4, 11 minus 3, 8, then 2 minus 1, is 1. Write the decimal as it is. 6 minus 8, possible? No, we have to carry from our friend, we have to borrow from our friend, and we will write here 5. So now it is 16. 16 minus 8, 8 8s are 16. So we will write here 8, it should be 2 times. So 8 8, 2 times is 8 2s are 16. You can say 8 2s are 16. Here 5 minus 3 is 2. So how many chocolates will be with you? Suppose you are having 66.32, you will remove 38.132, you will be having this much balance with you, that is 28.184. So what we have done, just we have to write the given decimal number properly, and we have to see the decimal point which should be below each other, or it should be in aligned form. And I had given this from, so always you have to take care that after the from, if you are having the whatever the number, it should be written first, and you have to subtract whatever the number is given. Now here there is no word as subtract from or something. Now if it is given, you can write directly as it is. I had taken both the different types of example, so it will be more easy to understand, of if you are having any confusion, it will get clear. So it is 83.43 minus 28.62. Sorry, it is 62. I'm sorry, it is 62, 28.62. So what we have to do, we have to subtract. If it is possible, we will do here. 3 minus 2 is always 1. 4 minus 6 is not possible, so we will take 10 from our friend, write the decimal as it is. So your friend will get 1 less. Yes, so we are borrowing from our friend here, so it will be 14. Now what will be the here? 8, 12 and this 14. So here 8, 2 minus 8 is not possible. Again borrow from your friend. Here we will take from the before, that is 8, so it will be now 12. 12 minus 8 is 4, and 7 minus 2 is 5. Or we can say removing 2 from 7 is 5, removing 8 from 12 is 4, or removing 6 from 14 is 8. In this way we can do the simple subtractions of the decimal numbers, and we have to try to solve. Example, if you solve many examples, you will not get confused, because you will have a practice of this, and you will find that every time different numbers and different concept. We will see one more example is 1 minus. 1 minus means what? This is 1, 0, 0, 0 I can write. This is 1 rupee I can say. It's not 10,000 rupees. It is only a 1 rupee, because after the decimal there is no paise, it is 0. So here 0.098 I have to write under the decimal as decimal, it is subtraction, so I will put the sign. Here is after decimal, it is 0, so I will write here 0 first, then it is 9, and then it is 8. Here I am having 0, so I will write 0. If we don't have, then also we write 0 to just complete the number. So now we have to do subtraction. So what we'll do, we will borrow from our previous friend. We don't have anything, so here will be 9, 9 and here will be 0. Now 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 9 is 0 and here is 9 minus 0 is 9. So what will be the answer is 0.92. If you want to check the answer, that also trick I will say you. If you check the answer, 8 plus 2 is 10, yes. 9 plus 0 is 9, yes. Here is 0 plus 9 is 9, yes. Here we don't have anything, 0 plus 0 is 0. In this way also you can check the answer. Where this type of numbers we are using? Yes, you are right, we are using this in the money, or in that I am having 432 rupees for 50 paise or 70 paise. In this way we have to do the subtractions of a decimal. All the steps we had followed and we have tried to solve some 3-4 examples here. So it was very easy to understand how to do the subtraction of a decimal number. Now we will see decimals are used in expressing money, distance, length, weight and capacity. Already when I have started the chapter, we had learned where we use this decimals in a daily life, applications of a decimal in a daily life. It's not just to learn, or just we have to see where we can apply this. Money everyone knows, because I had given many examples and I had showed you some slides. What is the cost of a t-shirt? Distance, I had given the example that the distance between Sholapur to Pune, or I can say Sholapur to Hyderabad or Bengaluru, the distance will differ. As the length means, I can say what is the length of a sari, that is a 6 meter sari, or we can find out the length in the centimeter, the length of your pencil. Weight of any thing that we weight, here we use daily in our vegetable market, we are using a weighing machine and we find out 2 kg of tomato or 500 grams of sugar, so that we are using weight. And capacity is nothing but the required volume, we can say is the volume required by the liquid, that is nothing but the capacity of a tank which can hold a 500 liter of water, or the capacity of that particular tank which can hold a 1000 liter of water, or capacity of jug which can hold a 2 liter of milk. In this way we use the word capacity. One by one we will try to solve, we will apply what are the units and how to write in that decimal form. First we will see about the money. You know 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, because in the previous class you had learned that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. It is a standard unit, we can't change. Therefore 1 paise is equal to, when you know this 1 paise is equal to 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, you have to write in a fraction form first. So already I told when it is 100 or something, we have already write in a decimal in the denominator. So it is 1 upon 100, because we have to find out 1 paise is equal to. So 1 upon 100 rupees. Can you find this in the practical? You can ask to your grandfather or your parents that I want 1 upon 100 rupees. No, we don't use this in a fraction in a practical form. We use in a decimal form. And you might be thinking why we are having this 0.01. We don't have this type of a rupees, or we don't have this type the money, or then it is, yes, I told first also, when there is some sale or some percentage of discount or convergence of some items in a percentage, we get this such type of a fraction, and which is written in the decimal form. So 1 upon 100 rupees is written as 0.01 rupees, because we have to convert into rupees. So we can say the symbol by giving that rupees symbol that rupees 0.01. Now this we had done about 1 rupee, we can do about 5 paise. 5 paise is equal to what? 5 upon 100, means we have to divide it by 100 because we have to convert the into paise into the form of rupees. So you know 1 rupee is equal to 100, so we have to divide it by 100, so we will get in the form of a rupees. That after this fraction you are able to write. Now it is how we write in a decimal is, here we are having 2 zeros, write the number in the numerator and the number of zeros, that number you have to, number of digit you have to leave and you have to put the decimal point. So it is 0.05 rupee. Here we are writing in the symbol form, rupees symbol and 0.05. Then 10 paise is equal to 10 upon 100. You can cancel here, is also possible, or you can write as it is also possible. It's correct. Here 10, we written the number as 10 directly here, and we will see the number of 0 which we have to follow, that of 2 zeros, so 2 digit we have to put the decimal point. So it is 0.10 rupees is equal to rupees 0.10. So we had seen about money, the conversion, wow, we have to do, if we have to do from rupees to paise or paise to rupees. If you want to convert to paise to rupees, you have to divide by 100. Now we will see about length. You know 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. This is a standard unit, everyone know this. You can know vice versa also. 1 meter is equal to 100 cm, you say. So it is 100 centimeter. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter, or we can say as 0.01 meter. 5 centimeter is equal to 0.05 meter, and 10 centimeter is equal to 0.1 meter, or you can write here 0. I told if you cancel it's okay, also okay. Here it is written directly. Here we had done the cancellation and we had written both are correct. If you write the 0 after 1, value doesn't change. So here is 0.1 meter. Hope so, my dear student, how to convert decimals and where we are using these decimals, just we had seen with money and land. Now write in decimals units given in the brackets. I will just explain you here. I think so you know, very familiar, we had done with the fractions also. So we will see here 80 rupees 7 paise. So we have to write in a rupees. So how we will write that in a rupees? So rupees are given, we have to write in a decimal units in a bracket. So whatever the bracket given, that in that unit we have to write, it is given us a rupees. So we have to write as in a rupees. You know what are the symbol of rupees? We will write it is 80 rupees. So I will write is 80 rupees 7 paise. How to write 7 paise? This you know 1 paise and 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So I will write it is 0.7. If I write here as 80.7, if I write 0, it will be changed as 70 paise. It is only 7 paise. So I have to write as 0.7. Now why have we already had explained that 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So after this, dividing this by 100, we are getting that 80.07. So in this way we had written rupees. Now we have to convert it into a meter. So 78 meter 48 centimeter. You know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So here also we have to divide by 100. So what we will get is, if you divide the centimeter by 100, you will get a 0.48. So we will write here 78.48. What it is? it is a meter. We have to convert it into meter. So if I want to purchase a cloth, then I can say that I want 78 meter, 0.48, what it will be? It will be 48 centimeter will be given to me. So in this way we use this in the cloth market where the peoples are doing business, they use meter and centimeter. Now 1 kg 10 gram. You know 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So here it is 10 gram it is given to us is, we will see here 1 kg. So we will write here, we want in kg. So 1 kg 10 gram they told means it will be, sorry, it is given in kilogram. So we have to write as a kg. So 1.010, so it is 10 grams. Suppose I write as 1.10 gram. This is my 10 and I put the 0. Is it a 10 gram? No, it is a 100 gram. So if I want to purchase something vegetable 100 gram, if I want to go for the purchasing a chili for 100 gram means I will get something 10 to 15 chilies, green chilies. But when I will go for a 10 gram, do the vegetable shopkeeper or some merchant will give me 10 gram of chili? No. This type of units, this type of grams, very low units are used in a laboratory, in the medicine factories and in the jewelry shop. 10 grams, 15 grams, 0.1 gram, milligram, these units are used in, again I will say, in the jewelry shop, laboratories and medicine factories where they prepare the medicine. So we had written as 1 kg 10 gram. 50 liter 500 ml. 50 liter, suppose we have some function at home, we collect the 50 liters of a milk. So what on that 50 liters, sorry, it is 50 liters, I will put a decimal, and 500 ml. 500 ml. So what should be written as, because I am taking as in a liter, so I have to write 50 liters 500 ml. Whenever we will see packets of liters, if it is 50 liters, we have 500 ml, we have a small packets of milk. Suppose we have to go for 1 liter milk, what we take? We will take this 500 ml and this 500 ml. So what will be 1000 ml? This nothing but it is a 1 liter. So we take 2 packets of 500 ml. So now here it is, we require a quantity is 50 liters 500 ml of the milk, juice, whatever it is, which is use these liters in as a capacity, which we use as for the liquids. Here you know this we are using as weight, here we are using that for the distance, and this is the unit we use as an money. So hope so my dear student, everyone understood this, all the different types of example we had covered, what we are using in our practical life, where we use these all the types of conversions in our daily life. So hope so we had done many different types of examples and we had tried to solve the decimals using a given brackets. Units, what are the units given in the bracket, we had tried to convert it and we had tried to write in a decimal form. So there are many examples given in the textbooks which you can try it. So you will find very easy because you have understood this concept. I had given many different examples, so it is clear to you. Thank you very much.